How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins, Media Corner, back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time for this new episode for this series is going to be my review on the 2024 action comedy thriller, and that is Boy Kills World. Directed by first-time director Mohr and stars Bill Skarsgård, and where we see him as a young boy who has just lost his family, and he wants to get revenge on that person who is responsible for taking away his family. And from there we see him training to become a rampaging machine. And while from there we get narration from H. John Benjamin, who is supposed to be his supposed voice, because for Bill Skarsgård, he doesn't really talk in the movie. So we see him going on this revenge path against the people who were responsible for taking away his family when he was a young boy. So that's pretty much the story of Boy Kills World. Now, with a movie title like this, you pretty much know what to expect from this kind of movie, since this is an action comedy movie. But this one did look pretty interesting to me when I first saw the trailers, because the whole concept of this movie here did sound pretty cool. And I was really intrigued to see what Bill Skarsgård was going to be doing for this kind of movie, since he has done a few of these movies before. But I mostly know him for doing like horror movies, namely the It movies as well as Barbarian. And I knew a few other faces who were going to be in this movie, in which you've got Jessica Rothe, Dockery, Gelman, and Famke, Janssen, which I was pretty intrigued to see what they were going to be doing for this new action comedy movie along with Bill Skarsgård. And this film came out on the exact same day as Challenger's Day, which I wanted to see that film first, but I didn't see this film the very next day because I was really busy with work. But I did manage to check out this movie once I was not working. So I saw this film just a few days after it came out along with Challengers, and I went to see this on a pretty quiet day at my job for free, and I still have my ticket for the movie, which I do have right here. And after watching this whole movie here, I can definitely tell you guys that I had a pretty good, enjoyable time here with Boy Kills World. I thought this was overall an enjoyable action comedy movie here. First off, Bill Skarsgård is really good in the movie despite not saying a single word in this movie. And when it comes to him doing some action-packed moments in the movie, he has a lot of fun to watch in those moments. And when it comes to those moments in the film, they are really violent, but they're just a lot of fun to watch in this movie here. And as for his narration in the film, in which his narration is voiced by H. John Benjamin, which some of you know him as the voice of Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers, he is really funny in the movie here, and that's where most of the comedy comes from in this film here, because he totally stole those moments throughout the film here, due to his narrated voice throughout the film here. And as for everyone else in the film here, in which you've got Jessica Rothe, Dockery, Gelman, and Famke Janssen and others, they're all really good, and you have fun for their performances here. And as for the storytelling for the film, I kind of felt the whole storytelling here for this film here was pretty predictable, because it is one of those stories that we've seen before in the past for like these kind of like movies. And this film has a twist as well, which when it comes to its twist in the film, I kind of felt was also predictable as well, because as I was watching the film, I was just like, yeah, I can see where this is coming from a mile away, along with some other predictable moments in the film here due to its whole storytelling as well. And as for the characters themselves, like the main character is interesting. It's just that some other characters that we see in the film here, where we see Bill Skarsgård meeting up along the way, where he's about to go on his revenge path and all that. I just felt some of the other characters in the film here just felt underdeveloped, because they didn't have much depth to them whatsoever or anything like that. And even when it comes to the villains themselves as well, yeah, they just felt pretty generic here, and I was just like, I knew what the purpose was in the film here. But in the end, guys, Boy Kills World, I overall had an enjoyable time here with this new action comedy film here. And if you're a fan of like these kind of movies or any of the stars of the film, I can definitely say this will definitely be a good popcorn treat for yourselves here. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Boy Kills World. I'm going to give Boy Kills World 3.5 out of 5. Despite its flaws, I still managed to find myself having a pretty good yet enjoyable time here with this new action comedy film here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on Boy Kills World. And let me know what you think of this movie, if you have seen this already or just recently checked out this film. Did you have a really good time with this, or was this not really a popcorn treat? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.